My depth's out there.
It was like 30 degrees in Vancouver.
According to the weather, when I hooked it, like follow me weather. So it was an early start today. We were up at 10 to 5 and we were aiming for 5:15 to be leaving, and it was 5:13 when the boat started moving forward. So that was good. It's a quick rise for everyone. Got the anchor up. I checked a few systems last night, checked the engine, oil level, belt tensions. The reason we're leaving so early is because there's a spot called Race Passage, and we need to get through it with some current, and we could hit it later, but then we're going to catch the end of the tide, and then we might be fighting a little bit of current in this narrow channel that we're going up. So we decided to leave extra early, and I double-checked the mileage that we did yesterday extra from Camel River to Otter Cove here was another 20 miles. So it was good, a little chunk of distance off for today's journey. So we'll probably go further than we had planned today because we're that much closer already. How was your nap?
Great.
Well, it wasn't much of a sleep, was it?
Well, it was good. We had a little nap anyways.
Yep. Better than nothing.
Yep. Yeah.
How about you, Cole? How'd you sleep?
I always sleep good on the boat. Always, like a baby.
Yeah, perfect. Just a short one, that's all.
That's all I needed.
Yeah. So we're dealing with a little bit of fog, but it's kind of patchy, so we've got good visibility now again. Well, better. It was getting a little bit thick, so if it gets too thick, we'll have to slow right down. We're getting a bit of a push. We're doing about 8 knots over ground. So we're getting about 2 knots of current pushing us, which is great. Really happy with that. And we're coming up to Race Passage. So we're up to 9.4 knots over ground. So 9.2. So getting a bit more of a push as we get closer to the passage, and we're going to take current passage, which is on the right side of the island. And there's that island right in the middle of the channel. Current passage on the right. Race passage on the left. Once we're through current passage, I'm going to end my shift on the helm and Cole's going to take over. We've decided on 2-hour shifts at the helm, and mine was a little bit longer this morning because I just wanted to make sure we got through the passage here without any issues. is a bit of tide grip in spots, so that throws the boat around a little. And we're coming up on a couple more before we're actually through it. We're still in here, but calm overall, and no real sign of extreme rapids at this point, but we're early. See, here's the speed. This is the time of day. This is the distance to our destination, which is Port Harvey. That's just the route that I've plotted today, and that's our estimated time of it will take to get there. So 2 hours and 34 minutes. And these lines on the plotter, they're not, you don't have to follow them on the line. It's just a guide of where we're going. So I could be alongside it, or it's just to show which way we're headed. And you can zoom in and out. You go quite a ways out, obviously, but I like to sort of see a little bit of what's ahead. The speed's climbing a bit more. We're up to 11 knots now. 11.1, 11.2, 3, wow. So we're getting a bit of a push now. 11.5. But we're in a big area of the channel now, so I'm not concerned. We're out of the passage actually. We're just back into the main channel. 12 knots. 12.1. But we're out of the passage, that's the main thing. There it is back there. So it's about 9:30 a.m. and we're just coming up on Port Harvey, which is where we were supposed to get today, and clearly we're not going to stop here. The first day was what we'd hoped to do, and yesterday we got the 20 miles extra, which put us through the Narrows at Seymour Narrows, and we're already up at the destination that I had thought we would stop tonight. It's 9:30 a.m. so we're going to keep going. We'll probably go to Port McNeill. I just was looking on the charts, and we will take a look at the time once we get to Port McNeill and see if it's possible to get to Port Hardy, because today is Thursday, I think. It's Thursday, right?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong cowboy.
Okay, I think it's Thursday, and tomorrow we're supposed to arrive in Port Hardy. Underway, we still do regular things like making food and doing the dishes after. Yesterday I had a shower while we were underway. Right now Cole's having a nap upstairs, my dad's at the helm, and I'm coming down to make some sandwiches for everyone. But first I better get those dishes cleaned from this morning. 5:13 p.m. and exactly 12 hours ago we left Otter Cove. We've decided to keep motoring on and try to get to Port Hardy. The original plan's out the window. We're just going as we go now, figuring it out. And we've been managing to get further than we'd hoped every day, so we were hoping to get to Port Hardy by day 4, and we're going to get there by the end of day 3. So that's good. Which means tomorrow, fingers crossed, we'll be crossing the Queen Charlotte Sound, which is open ocean, and the weather should be good for us to cross. So that's the plan. There's a bay just before Port Hardy, like just around the corner, called Beaver Harbor, I think. So we might stop there if it's getting late. So we'll see. But it's been a really nice day, and the wind's a bit cool because it's out of the northwest, but it brought the sunshine, so can't complain about that. Well, it started getting so sloppy and the wind seemed strong enough that we decided to roll out the head sail, and we'll have to do some tacking, but it's a much more comfortable ride, and I really don't like motoring straight into waves. It's just slow and bouncing around. It's much more stable, so a little more work and a little more distance, but much more comfortable and more fun. Are you enjoying the silence, Dad? that motor was going for 12 hours.
Yeah. I think it deserved a little bit of a break.
Yeah, she worked hard today, the old iron sail.
Yeah.
So, nice to give her a rest.
Yeah.
Well, this is nice to have the motor off and the sail out. And we'll see how long we can do this for. It's really lumpy in here. Not sure what's happening. It's not that windy, so it must just be residual waves from another bout of wind, I guess, before. But it's making it not very comfortable for motoring, so sailing will be better. We made it to Beaver Harbor. It's just around the corner from Port Hardy. It was so lumpy and choppy, we just decided to tuck in here instead of fighting it for another hour and a half in that lumpy stuff, when we could just come in here. And it's a good anchorage here, and it was in the sailing directions as a recommended anchorage for moderate sized vessels, meaning it's a little deeper. We're in about 55 feet of water, but the bottom's good here and it's calmed right down. We're protected from the northwesterlies. We thought we might stop in Port McNeill, and then we got there and we thought, well, should we just continue on to Port Hardy, because that way we would be in Port Hardy in the morning and we could cross Queen Charlotte Sound on Friday. So, what do you think of today?
Today was fantastic, even better than yesterday. I'm really getting used to this this boat life stuff. Look at this feast prepared for us. You know, culminate a fantastic day. It was good. Again, it's calming down for us. Sun's going down. It's perfect, man. This is living the dream, my friend. Living the dream. Wish you all were here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they can be here in spirit.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. And how about you, Dad?
Fantastic, good day.
Yeah.
A little lumpy at the end, but other than that, it was a perfect day. Now we're having a good meal and have a good night's sleep, and life's good.
Amen.
Yeah, and we're ahead of schedule.
And we're ahead of schedule.
Icing on the cake.
We made it from Vancouver to Port Hardy
Yeah.
in 3 days.
You can't beat that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. We're happy.
We did almost 82 nautical miles today, which was pretty impressive. That was in 15 hours. And I guess everyone's starting to wonder, why are we putting all these long days in? But you'll see. And we got back. We got anchored, and we cooked up some really good smokies because we were all getting a bit hungry. Then we've just been relaxing. The wind, like I say, the wind's died right down. We did a little bit of cleanup, washing the windows down, and a couple other things, just sort of as the day finishes, you get some things sorted out. I've just been doing a little route planning and looking at what we did today, which was the 81, almost 82 miles. I'm going to plot out our little course for tomorrow. We're just going to stop and pick up some more fuel in Port Hardy in the morning. I've already called them. They don't open until 8 a.m. So that means we won't get a 5 a.m. start or anything like that. But we'll get up and be gone from here at 7. So we're there for the time that the marine fuel dock opens. And then from there it's on our way up across Queen Charlotte Sound. Tomorrow we're heading to a place called Hackeye Pass, and super awesome spot. Anyways, that's it for tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. You have to look more bored, you're smiling.
I can't do it.
You looked really bored. You looked really bored a minute ago. I thought, well, that'll be a good shot. You looked bored at the helm.